Welcome to the 4th edition of the Last Oasis video devlog. I'm Chris, and today we're going to be talking about sandworms and what these beasts mean to the nomads in the world and how players can interact with the worm. So as far as the nomads know, the sandworms are the largest creatures in the world. They tend to inhabit the wasteland between oases, and in particular, event maps. Event maps are smaller maps which are more concentrated experiences. They have lower amount of resources, and these maps don't last for as long. They're not playable for the same duration as other maps. So to experience the worm, players will go to these event maps that are sort of the homes for these creatures. Every player will really know where to go to find one. They won't necessarily know if it's alive or if some other faction has killed it, or maybe more importantly, if it's currently being hunted by another group. Because the worms are so valuable, it's likely that when you are fighting the worm, at some point you'll probably have to deal with some other players who also want the worm. So this just makes the fight that much more dynamic and interesting. So unlike most other games, in Last Oasis the sandworm is a purely physical creature. Now, what this means is that when you're fighting it, it's not going to be constrained to some specific animation or some specific area where you encountered it in the first place. It's actually capable of moving across any landscape on the map, and it can completely demolish any player-built structures or anything that is in its path. So you really have to make sure that you're very well prepared and that you're not trying to go up against the worm with a single walker. That would be completely suicidal. So this also means that the worm can push and tumble walkers over, as well as the fact that players can pull and tumble and perhaps even pin the worm down if they're coordinated enough. So players that do manage to defeat the worm will be rewarded with large amounts of some of the most valuable resources in the game, and will therefore be able to craft some of the most valuable items as well. Alright guys, so that's it for Last Oasis devlog number 4, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to wishlist us and follow us on Steam. It'll just provide a notification anytime we post updates. So that's it. See you next time. Thanks.